Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Market Recap for Friday, October the 17th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of the trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. Well, we had a rip-roaring day on the SPY today, or on the markets today. Let me just back this out a little bit. Here's where the SPY closed yesterday, and you can see that it opened here and it never has traded below its open. So obviously, positive day. Had a nice surge right here, and we're in the middle of a bit of a pullback now, but the market still has another 50 minutes to go, so we'll have to see what happens. I doubt it's going to break below the open, but we'll have to see. On another note, people always say to me, "Wow, the market was ripping today, so you must have made money." The problem with it with a day like today is that when the market starts up so strongly, yes, you can make money here a little bit, and of course here, but it's not quite as easy as when the market starts maybe here and then rips up to a level like this. I mean, that should be obvious. So it takes a little bit of you have to find it's a little harder to find the things that we like to trade, but of course that's why we do have trade ideas to help us do that. So let's take a look at some of the trades that I posted in the room today, or took anyway. ITT. Now ITT I traded yesterday. Let me just back this out just a little bit. And so it was on my radar anyway. And actually somebody had mentioned it mistakenly. I think they were trying to refer to another stock symbol, and they were talking about ITT. And so it drew my attention to it again. It was already thumbnailed for me, but I was watching it right here, and on this break here, I took the trade at 40.65, and I probably should have held on, but I took instant profit at 40.70. Actually, it should be 40.75. I don't think it was. I think I took a dime on that, and then when it came back down and back up again, I decided to take the trade at 40. And I really thought this could run all day based on the market, but it just didn't happen. And so I took the trade at 41.02 and I stopped myself out at 40.95. So a little bit disappointing because I really thought that this had based on the market, and it's not that frothy a stock that I thought it could just keep inching up all day, but again, it didn't happen. The next trade I took was CNP. And now I fully admit that this one was something that I got into kind of a chase mode. And I only chased it because it broke through the whole number. The market was strong. I think the sector, I think this is an energy stock. So I decided to take the trade right here when it broke through the whole number and 2308 and exited 2321 the first half and basically broke even on the second half as it came back down. If I was hoping it would only come back down to here and then it would do something like this, but it broke down through my buy or to my buy, and I just will not allow that to happen. When it gets to my buy, I'm going to be out of the second half. And so again, a little bit nervous. Let's see, 2305. I mean, my goodness, it was only 3 cents, but oh well. That's what happens. It could have done this. Right here, it could have been this, and I would have kicked myself for not getting out. So the next one was this was a pretty good one. DGLY. Now again, DGLY has been off the radar for a little while. Let's take a look at the daily chart on DGLY. And I mean, we had this. This had something to do with law enforcement cameras, I believe, and of course during that unfortunate thing in Missouri, in St. Louis, or I'm sorry, not St. Louis, but someplace in Missouri. I cannot remember the name of the town where the teenager was killed by the officer. This is when all this excitement happened on this stock because a lot of people thought that well, not a lot of people, but I mean they have equipment, I guess, that can film all put it on the offers on the. Just a second, please. Sorry about that. The dog was just distracting me for a second. Anyway, yeah. So this is equipment used by police, and but as you see, I mean, my goodness, it got up to 33.23, and then it's not that there's anything wrong with the company, but out of the news. And so here's the bottom, and back to the 5-minute chart. So I got an alert right here on this candle right here. and decided to take the trade, and it turned out very, very well. 1269, I got in, and I exited one half at 1317. Actually, on the top at 1330, and then on the way back down to 1317. And obviously a tremendous exit because it really has done nothing after that, and even it's below even my buy. So don't know why it made this spike. You can see the tremendous volume right here, but you definitely got the alert and decided to act on it. The next one was, hmm, okay, actually, there were a couple other ones, but they didn't amount to anything, no losses. But now I want to draw your attention to this one. Now I got into IBIO. Yeah, again, this one has been in the news. It's definitely one of the Ebola stocks, but it's been kind of sleepy. If we take a look at the daily chart on it, you can see that it had the spike up here at 276, and then it's come down. And sort of when the Ebola stocks came out, it got out of favor yesterday. It really had done nothing, but it was still something that you've got to watch. And so on right here is when I got the alert on that something was happening. See all the volume pick up and everything was coming up. So I did get in late. I mean, this was definitely chase mode. I mean, I saw it right around here, and I was wondering should I chase it or should I not? And I took the trade at 256, and I actually exited right here. Sorry, right here at 284 on this candle right there. Now, I am watching this right now. It's 45 minutes left in the market. If this holds, there's a good chance that I will take this as an overnighter. Now, it's a big risk because we don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, over the weekend with Ebola, but my rules for taking an overnighter, anything under $10 certainly is a candidate. If the stock is closing near the high of the day, is a candidate. The abnormal volume, we've got that. What I would like to see is for it to stabilize somewhat in this last hour. As opposed to just keep zooming up, I would rather see it stabilize and, maybe just a little over three to break through three, and then we'll see. So again, I don't know if I'm going to take it. I'll have to see. Of course, if it drops, sinks like a stone, I'm certainly not taking it. But I like this action right here, especially if it can just kind of not go crazy in the last 40 minutes. So that's something to watch for. And if it does, if it stabilizes, then certainly take a look at it first thing Monday morning, and let's see what it's doing, especially if it doesn't put in a big gap already. So that is it. Another week. They're flying by. I've been in Boston now a little over a month, and having the time of my life. Winter hasn't hit yet, of course. We've had great weather, but it's supposed to get cold this weekend, so we'll have to see. Anyway, that is it. Let me just bring back the cover page, and here's how to get into the room. There's the address, and I hope to see you in the trading room on Monday.